marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This one fielded at the 5. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
The Bengals at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 32 on the play.
I'm one, right? Hey, you got to go.
On the delay, it's Mixon. Down to the 22-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
From the 22, Burrow. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
And it's caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Mixon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Mixon again. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And he is out of bounds here on the return. Now a stoppage here as we've got a bill shaken up on the play.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Von Bell up to make the tackle. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. On 2nd down, here's Allen. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, The discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Bengals, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Again, it's Kamara. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now they'll throw with Allen. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Kamara up the middle. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Khalil Shakir. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, All right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
On one, ready?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow looking to pass. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Gun.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Here we go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They gotta go.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 52 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On the counter, here's Kamara. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser at fullback and let him get the job done.
Allen now on 1st down. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 1:55 left to go in the 1st half of play. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And the Bills are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
Here we go.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow will throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. They took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Drew Chrisman on to punt. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Allen.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen.
Finding Shakir across the formation.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money. It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs. 34 yards.
And the Bills will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tyler Bass now for the point after.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. He's got a man, complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start the second half with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. And there you go, Charles. A guy you liked an awful lot coming out of college, I know, making the stop behind the line.
Yeah, I thought he had the best instincts of any linebacker I'd seen in about the last decade. Crashed together with some tremendous athletic ability. Not bad for the first month of his NFL career.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this kick will be touchdown as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
Now it's Burrow. And his throw is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Mix it up the middle. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Here's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
McPherson's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. And I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll start with a give to Kamara. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 69 yards on the ground for him so far.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And I think the ball's out, and the Bengals grab it. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that when they've tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground
to about the 40-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Here we go. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From the 40 now on second down. Burrow always got some breathing room. And he'll be marked out at about the 26-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw here. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
McPherson's kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists.
Taking it right down Broadway. The 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. He goes 91 yards on the kick return. And the Bills get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. A big-time special teams play here in the 4th quarter to extend their lead.
And coaches preach it all the time. If you can score on special teams, your chances of winning the game really jump up in a big way. Now, I'll let our analytics friends quantify it and give us the exact numbers, but that's what coaches talk about all the time. That extra momentum, that extra bounce you get from a special team score.
I don't have any analytics for it. Those are your friends.
I'll claim them.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Takes it at the 7. Now a hit and a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the fourth, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Time to see what this offense has left in the tank.
I'm right, right?
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here we go.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. At 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the 1st down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
3rd and 2, now Burrow. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Tackle made there by Chidobe Awuzie. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, it doesn't matter where you put him, lined up in the backfield or split out like he was there. He can be a weapon when he gets that ball in his hands. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Alvin Kamara, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Bengals 13. Tyler Bass for the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation.
Mixon hit, and the ball is out. But I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where, as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That's going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
Here we go.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer.
Here we go.
Now it's 1st and goal.
11 Thomas.
Burrow looking to pass. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick-6 and a Bills touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
They'll start here with a give to Mixon. 78 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 1, right?
And as this defense walks off the